What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to talk about my 55-gallon tank and how to use a TDS meter. The reason we're using a TDS meter is because I used this equalizer thinking it was fertilizer, so now my tank is crazy high on hardness, and I'm going to use the TDS meter to show you how to use it and why you use it. Cut the TDS meter on and it'll show up parts per million. This is for tap water, so it's going to read red, but that's going to be okay because we expect some kind of minerals to be in this water. But if you get one of these and it shows up red, don't be too stressed out about it. Okay, so this tank's reading at 515 parts per million TDS. Optimal for aquarium is 100 to 200. So we're going to need to do a water change, but first we're going to figure out why and what that could be causing in the tank. Because from what I see in the tank, the fish are doing fine. The plants have a little bit of yellowing, but the snails love it. The snails love hard water. They use calcium to build their shells. So the snails are doing fine. It's just everything else I'm worried about. So we're going to get that water changed, but first let's do it. Okay, so now that we know what the problem is, we're going to change the water. I'm going to use this pump and pump it into my bathtub because I doubt y'all want to see me walk around with buckets of water. And while we wait for the water to drain, I'll tell you a little bit about what I plan to do with the channel. This channel is not just going to be this room. I have a 20 by 20 outbuilding that I plan to make a fish room. And the more views I get, the more we can work towards that. And from that, I want to eventually open up my own store and hopefully bring the hobby to the area. And I just want everybody to pitch in and subscribe and like and share my videos. I know they're not that great right now, but they'll only get better over time. I just want everybody to know that I'm not just going to put out crap videos. Eventually, there's going to be stuff to see. Okay, so we ended up doing a 50% water change, and that doesn't have the tank anywhere where it needs to be. It's still reading at 300 and something TDS. Alright, so we're back after the water change. We literally had to do a 100% water change. So let's do the TDS meter and see what we get. When we started out it was 568. So hopefully it's a little less than that. So we're going to go to mode, go to parts per million. Okay, so we're at 196. Compared to 568, I think that's pretty good. So let's go back to the master test kit and see what we get from that. Okay, so we're going to do a pH test and see where we're standing at with pH now that we've got the general hardness down. So I'm going to fill it up to the 5mm line. Put the 3 drops in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video there because if I'm being honest, I lost track of what I was saying and the rest of the video was 2 minutes of me staring at test tubes. But to sum up the video, the Equilibrium by Seachem is a pH balancer. So to sum that up, the pH was locked into 7.2 despite having the water that high of a TDS. But even though the water was stable, most fish cannot live for that long in that high amounts of TDS. I just want to say thank you for hanging in there with me and finishing the video. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.